A franchise player is a centerpiece of an organization, the type of player that is going to lead his city and fans for years. Awards, playoffs, World Series is everything that a city wishes their franchise player can bring them, the chosen one of a team. But what is the trait of a franchise player? And why is there a new franchise centerpiece forming in Detroit? Ever since childhood, Kevin McGonigle only wanted one thing, and that is to be a major league player. Baseball is the only language he speaks, and at age 21, not even 3 years of getting drafted, he has already made it to the highest stage without even playing a single game in AAA. But what is special about this kid? Why is he able to get a shot at the big league so early into his career? As of the beginning of the 2026 season, McGonigle ranked at least top 5 in all rookie ranking systems. According to the scouting reports, McGonigle had tools that's beyond what players his age should have. Let's look at him from the offensive side first. In the standard 20/80 scale, where 50 is around league average, MLB.com give McGonigle a 70 hit tool. His elite hand-eye coordination, pitch recognition, and bat-to-ball skills is his greatest weapon. Fangraphs describe him as like a Luka Doncic of baseball. For Luka, he is not the most explosive, athletic player on the court, but he has the ability to control the pace he plays, and harness the playmaking and isolation skills like no one's ever seen at the age of 18. For McGonigle, as a small 5'10" shortstop, he is not the most powerful or mobile player on the field, but he has elite plate disciplines and can easily recognize pitches out of the pitcher's hand. It's the type of talent that can't really be measured by any biometrics. He just plays like a veteran. He talks about pitch recognition like it's the easiest thing ever.
Knowing how each pitch is going to move and, kind of picking it up out of the hand. That's another thing my dad and I did growing up, was trying to be really focused on the pitch out of the hand, seeing if you can see spin or see anything out of his hand that's a little different than his fastball. And kind of tunneling each pitch too. Like if a guy has a 4-seam and a changeup and a 2-seam, like I'm going to look up and in because everything has to start there to, be a strike. That's kind of my mindset going into each at bat. It's all different for different pitchers, but that's what really helps me, like, to not chase as much and be disciplined in that box.
In his 2.5 seasons in the minors, he never had a season in which he had batting average below 300, and has never struck out more than he walked. At age 21, he has the contact skill of Luis Ariz, but with better control of the strike zone, so he doesn't chase pitches like Ariz did, which gives him an insanely high floor. A Luis Ariz that has above average speed and can play shortstop, it's already good enough, right? What makes Kevin McGonigle special is that he is not just the pure contact hitter Luis Ariz is. While having elite contact skills, McGonigle also hits for power. He had a 278 isolated power in 2025, dominating high A and double A with a WRC plus over 160 across 2 leagues. Though his numbers really stand out, McGonigle isn't a player with crazy power. His average bat speed is 71.4 miles per hour, slightly below league average. His power comes along with his bat-to-ball skills. He has a 30% square-up rate, which is 85th percentile compared to the league. This means he can consistently use the sweet spot of the bat to make contact with the ball. Thus, he can create solid contact from his swings. And then, he's also good at putting the ball in the air. A 37% launch angle sweet spot rate and a 8.7% barrel rate are all reasons that his not too powerful swings can generate power, which is why he's such a complete hitter. Contact, power, plate discipline, all the elements needed for a good hitter, Kevin McGonigle has got it. With a 888 OPS in spring training, the Tigers have no option but to put McGonigle in the opening day roster, without him even setting his foot in a AAA stadium. And McGonigle proved to everyone in Detroit why he is the chosen one of the city of Detroit. In his first ever game, he has a 4-hit performance, alongside 2 doubles to begin his major league career. In just his first month, he slashed a 328 batting average and a 935 OPS. He walked more than he had strikeouts, and he also hit for power. He has 11 doubles, 1 triple, and 2 homers. a 181 isolated power to pair with his 328 batting average, won him the AL Rookie of the Month. In just 1 month into his career, Kevin McGonigle has proved to everyone that he is a major league player. And not just any major league player, he can already play at an all-star level. And that is when he truly becomes the Tigers' chosen one. A contract extension is ready to lock him up with the franchise future. 8 years, $150 million. This is the highest rookie contract extension in Major League history. Kevin McGonigle had only played 17 big league games prior to the extension, and the Tigers decided to keep him for another 9 seasons, all because of his maturity on the field and the stability he showed at the plate. Yes, McGonigle was red hot in April and had a MVP type of month, but when he was cold or unlucky, he can still stably produce quality at-bats and had a positive impact to the lineup. In the month of May, McGonigle only hit .238, which was 100 points lower than what he did in April. He was in sort of a slump, as the whole Tigers organization was suffering for the 2026 season. McGonigle still had a WRC plus of 89, only slightly below league average. This is pretty solid for a down month, all thanks to his elite plate discipline that brought him a .347 on-base percentage, and that is keeping his floor high. Despite having a cold month, McGonigle can still have a positive impact on the offense. This is one of the most important traits of being a franchise player: consistency. You can't be one of the greatest players for a month, then be in a slump and be worse than a replacement level player. As a player, McGonigle still has a lot of tools he needs to work on. For example, his defense. Fangraphs graded him 40 and MLB graded him 50 to begin the season. So overall, he is maybe a slightly below average infielder coming into the season. However, he now possesses a +5 DRS in his days in the majors. Pretty good for a rookie shortstop. We can continue to see how his numbers will be for a full season, but so far he's been pretty great. On the offensive end, his power number have significantly dropped from April to May. He had some unlucky barrels that found the glove, but the overall drop is obvious. He still needs to improve his consistency in terms of generating hard contacts. Maybe pulling the ball more instead of hitting the ball to the deepest part of the park can help that number grow, and make his power number more consistent. A future of a prime Dustin Pedroia, Jose Altuve, can be seen in the near future. Kevin McGonigle has all the assets it takes to take the Tigers to the next 10 years. After missing the playoffs for 8 of the last 10, and rebuilding for a decade to find that one that could carry the franchise, the Tigers finally found that guy. And even though things might not look too bright for the 2026 season, the Tigers still have a great farm system, a young and quality starting rotation, and Kevin McGonigle to put right in the center of it all. The future of the Tigers is still worth looking forward to, with Kevin leading the way.
Kevin McGonigle delivers!
May was really tough for the Tigers. June so far looks like it's going to be an epic run. According to Kevin McGonigle, turning 100 around.